Nope, bring it up. There you go. Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
Oh, that is out of control bright.
Some interesting lighting we have going on here. There you go. Yeah, it's a little better. Not the best, but
the best.
It works.
It works. Ooh, it's still pretty harsh, huh?
What's wrong with t-shirts? We're trying to do a YouTube channel. We don't know if it's going to work out or how it's going to go.
Who knows?
Oh, hello, Utah. No, I'm not actually a Twin, but I'm a Twins fan.
It's the...
I think that's actually really good.
Oh.
Well, you don't think that lighting's good?
I just don't like that.
We're trying YouTube Live as we speak right now.
Who knows how it's going to go, to be honest with you, but we're going to give it a shot, and we'll see. But
the phone is not working tonight. We still can't find the charger for it.
We will do it tomorrow, though.
Hopefully. So. No promises.
So for those of you that are new...
the channel name is, just search A Politic Voice, all one word. That's what you can find us under. Ooh. Our lighting feature is out of control today. Alright, go ahead. Sorry.
So for those of you that are new or seeing us on YouTube or whatever, we are just two normal guys from Colorado. We are gay. We've been together for 3 years. We are for Trump, and we get on Periscope every single night and explain to everybody why we are for Trump and our reasonings behind it, our belief system, and kept quite the views on Periscope, so we just thought we would expand it out a little bit, see if it works.
President Trump does not want to take away our rights. Do you notice how in the first time ever the GOP has allowed a openly gay speaker to talk at the RNC? Yeah, never would have happened before. Yes, just like that. Trump is all about gay rights and gay equality. So, and we're not voting for Pence, we're voting for Trump, so.
I've noticed more people are reaching out about Trump. Absolutely, I think a lot of people.
What is Pence going to do as VP? What has Joe Biden done as VP? Exactly. Point made.
No, I think, look around you. No, I honestly, I know a lot of Democrats and friends with a lot of Democrats, and a lot of them don't like Hillary, and I just don't know where she's pulling the numbers that she's pulling from. And if you understand the Bernie Sanders supporters, which I understand them, I mean, Bernie Sanders at least spoke from the heart, even if it wasn't exactly how things should be done, in my opinion, but at least he was saying what was from the heart, and Hillary Clinton doesn't have any of that. People know that. People know about the Clintons and understand the Clintons, and she doesn't have the following, in my personal opinion, so I don't think she's going to be able to get this one, but who knows?
Because people are, I don't even, just me, wow, I can't even, I have a friend who told me that she would never, ever, ever in a million years vote for Hillary Clinton, and now that it's down to Clinton and Trump, she said, well, you know, I'm a Democrat at heart, and I believe in everything that the Democrats believe in, so, yeah, I'm going to have to vote for Hillary, which is not the right reason to vote, in my opinion. You're still voting for Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is going to be president then, not the Democratic viewpoints. The viewpoints are not going to be president.
I just don't see what Hillary has done for us. Exactly. We don't understand what Hillary has done either. More people, I bet every single person in this room right now could explain five scandals, but they couldn't name one accomplishment. I bet you every single person.
We have no idea about the anti-gay rally with Little Marco.
That's not a thing. Trump is not anti-gay.
Why is he unqualified, just me? Please give examples.
What do you think about Muslim? I have no problem with Muslims. I have zero problem with Muslims. I have a problem with Sharia law. If you support Sharia law, you will not assimilate with Western civilization. End of story.
Trump's words. Regarding mocking Hillary, yes. Did everybody see the post that I put on um, Twitter today about the mother of the crying baby talking out about how she supports Trump and she feels Trump did the right thing? Yeah, so there's another twisted lie of the media's.
Exactly. Sharia law is against the Constitution. Sharia law is against all of Western civilization. That's the rule, right? That's what they want. They want to dominate. They want to take over.
Are you voting for Trump? Are you together? Yes and yes?
Yes and yes.
Shall I go in? Go in where?
Shall I go on?
Go on.
Go on from what? Go ahead.
Bye, Pedge.
Bye, Pedge. We love you. I'm Muslim and ISIS, not true Muslims. Nobody said ISIS wasn't true Muslims. I'm talking about Sharia law. Sharia law, the majority of the Muslim population in the Muslim countries over there support Sharia law. I think that is wrong, and you cannot assimilate with Western civilization. You cannot assimilate with Western values. So either drop Sharia law, and we can assimilate just fine, or it's not going to work out.
What about the death threat? I didn't hear anything about a death threat. Do you think that was just another distasteful joke for Trump on the Second Amendment? The people that defend the Second Amendment will take out Hillary Clinton? Is it that what you're talking about?
What I don't understand about the terrorist attacks, especially the radical Islamic terrorist attacks, is that why more Muslims don't stand up against them? Why high-ranking Muslims don't stand up against these attacks, or not even high-ranking people, just anybody? You should have the 1.7 billion people, Muslim people, on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, saying how appalled they are by these actions, and you don't see that very often, and that's very interesting.
And exactly. So the supporters of the Second Amendment could take out Hillary. Not his intentions, meaning that they're going to kill her. Clearly, all of you anti-Trump supporters are going to find anything and everything possible to twist any little word that they say he says. He meant that there are enough Second Amendment supporters that they alone would be able to overthrow her in the polls.
The KKK, are you serious? It doesn't exist anymore. If the KKK exists to this day, it's probably 6 drunk, fat, white guys sitting around a campfire doing nothing. That's all it... The KKK, you only hear about it during election years, and people are so stupid they don't understand that. Every single election year you hear about the KKK. When do you ever hear about the KKK when it's not an election year? Tell me that.
We really
people
are
so stupid. So stupid. When's the last time the KKK has killed anybody? I could tell you the last 5 times radical Islam has killed Americans. Couldn't tell you the last time the KKK has killed anybody, though. That's the point. Nobody said you supported Hillary unless he did, but...
I don't think I did. Yeah, all in the last 2 weeks. Oh, somebody asked, Hillary Clinton is winning in the polls. Is that true? That is true. That is what the media is representing. The only poll that I need is look at Trump's rally in New Hampshire today, and it was in a huge venue, packed, and Hillary Clinton can't even fill a high school here in Colorado.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. And no, we are not against guns. We love guns. We own guns. There's nothing wrong with guns.
Yes, after they reconfigured the polls, exactly. And I honestly believe that they are going to poll, these are made up numbers, so don't take me for word, they're going to poll 1,500 people. And they are going to out all of the people that support Trump until they get down to this huge deficit that he's in and say, oh, actually we only polled 1,100 people, we didn't poll 1,500. And they're going to have it sway in her favor.
I mean, look at it, the amount of Democrats that they are polling off of these polls compared to the amount of Republicans that they're polling, to the amount of independents, and then their demographics aren't even right within each group. I mean, these polls are just completely skewed. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and bitch about the polls. I think polls are polls, and you can understand something from them. But I'm not worried about the polls. I'm not focused on the polls. I can hear what the American people are saying, and I honestly believe Trump is going to win this. I do.
The Second Amendment comment, we just went over that. The liberal media, they are going to twist and do anything possible they can in order to put a horrible spin on the words of Trump. If Hillary Clinton were to say something like that, they would be appalled if anybody would even come to that kind of conclusion. Yeah, I did hear about the Orlando shooter's dad at Hillary's rally.
What's wrong with the NRA? To the person that said that, why are you against the NRA? What have they done to you?
And interesting enough, though, polls are a snapshot in time. So what the polls are saying is if people were to vote today, that's how the election would go, supposedly. It's not saying that these are going to be a gold standard of what happens on election day. It's a snapshot in time of how people are feeling today.
Whatever a police officer can carry is what the American people should be able to carry. Just a standard police officer. And the American people should be able to carry more, in my opinion.
Trump does not hate Muslims. I don't know where people get this from. Trump hates Muslims that practice Sharia law and want to see Americans killed.
I think we could all jump on board that train.
Hi, good night. Hope you're having a good time.
We are having a good time. Thank you.
You too.
So we are live on YouTube as well. We do not know how this is going to go. Our YouTube is a Politic Voice at the same time. We have a horrible camera. We have horrible lighting, so we need to figure that out. But we are giving it.
If somebody wants to go to YouTube and just see what it's like there, maybe just report back to us. We'd appreciate it.
And YouTube won't let you watch yourself, so
yeah,
makes it hard.
Thank you. Thoughts on Trump saying climate change is a hoax? Well,
I don't know if it's a hoax, but what I will tell you is a lot of people are making money off of this climate change scare. That I will tell you.
And what I'll tell you, also, nobody today has died from global warming, but people have died from ISIS.
It's true.
Think about that. ISIS we need to deal with now.
How many people have died from global warming to date? Is it a threat? Not imminent. What's wrong with whites? What's wrong with whites? You have a problem with white people? Racist?
Science historically until now has encouraged questions. You need to watch Suits and Mr. Robot.
So scary.
The coming ice age. Global warming is real. It wouldn't be
60 in Alaska. Well, since I can spell biology. You guys seen what's happening in Paris with Islam? Yeah, we hear it all the time. I don't know if something's going on right this second, because that'd be horrible if there was. It wouldn't surprise me if there was. But yeah, we are very well aware of what's going on, or what has been going on with ISIS. I mean, look at Great Britain. Look at Finland and what is it? All of those three countries up there: Denmark,
Poland. I don't know.
The welfare countries, whatever those are. They're all up there. They're packed like rats up there. Germany, yes, Germany too. But I was thinking more of like the welfare countries. There's
the Scandinavians.
The Scandinavian countries. Yeah.
Check your YouTube live comments. We don't know how to do that exactly.
We just started, so it's gonna be interesting.
YouTube live comments. Yeah, sorry, we're just
Both of you guys just need. Oh my god! I almost read that.
Well,
Whoopsie. Our next call-in will be tomorrow. We'll have a live call-in. And just so everybody knows, on YouTube, we do live call-ins all the time. We have our followers call us. The main reason why we started doing the call-ins was because everybody was like, oh, you're wrong, and we say, why are we wrong? And everybody was like, oh, well, this is too small to comment on, so I don't want to say. And so that's why we opened up the call-in thing, so that everybody can talk to us and explain their views and viewpoints. And it's been going pretty good. So.
I mean, you can definitely call in today if you want. It'll go right to voicemail, though. So, just being honest. What are the YouTube comments saying?
I don't even know.
You guys are bought very bright. Like this.
Oops. How'd you do that?
Alt tab.
Well, isn't that nifty nifty? I think it's over here.
We're just gonna budge you a little bit.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
We have 3 messages.
Do you have to open them?
What do you say about misquoting Hillary saying that middle class?
That she's going to increase taxes on the middle class?
I've yet to see anything that has disproved me.
Thank you for checking in on our YouTube. So
We definitely appreciate it.
didn't know that was going to work.
Here's something interesting.
But I scrolled down.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, never mind. I pay no attention to me.
All right, let's get this party started. Who has a good topic to talk about tonight? Somebody give me a topic.
Crackly on audio, Periscope feed is clear, plus better camera angle.
I agree.
And it's just the built-in camera. We're going to go get an actual better one. If you have to do forensic video recovery, it's not a misquote. Whoa, Trump is a failure, a fraud, a racist, and a fascist. Can you please give an example of each one of those?
No, you can't give an example of any of them, because that's what the left does. The left, the progressive left, or as I like to say, the regressive left, all they can do is say, Trump is a racist, Trump is a bigot, you guys are faggots, you guys are stupid, with nothing at all to back themselves up. 0 things, 0 fucks to back themselves up. 0. Nothing. And we've had call-ins, we've had people on here, we've had chats everywhere, we do direct messages with people on Twitter. Not one person has ever sat there and said, and defended why Trump's a bigot, or defended why Trump is a racist. It's funny, every time they're like, oh, he hates all Mexicans. No, he doesn't hate all Mexicans.
Do you think gays can be able to adopt? Do you think gays can be able to? Or do you think gays should be able to? So there was nothing wrong with this comment today. There wasn't, because I just heard it now on here, and I took it for what it meant, was that the Second Amendment supporters would be able to take out Hillary, meaning there is enough of the Second Amendment supporters that she would be destroyed in the polls.
We're unified together.
I don't think he's a racist, I just think he's an idiot. Then how do you think he's an idiot? That is exactly what he meant. You're going to twist and turn it in whatever way you can.
That's what the news does. MSNBC. MSNBC is the worst. Rachel Maddow needs to just leave. If you can see me right now, Rachel, peace. Get out.
What politic voice?
Our politic voice.
A politic voice. All one word. You live in Colorado. Trump does not use fear to gain votes. Trump uses reality.
Right. Just because it's something you don't want to hear doesn't make it false, doesn't make it racist, xenophobic, bigoted, doesn't make it any of those things. Just because you don't like to hear it doesn't make it any of those things.
He has to tell the news that the news won't tell. Any Trump major policy is going to pass Congress and Senate. It doesn't sound possible. Actually, they all sound possible.
Trump lacks common decency. Well, you know what? With $21 trillion in debt, with a stagnant GDP, with nothing going for this country. Corporations are leaving by the buttload, right? Nothing's happening. There's no jobs, loss of jobs. Don't believe Obama's number. You know what? He deserves to not to act so calm, cool, and collected about everything, because we are in trouble. And it is about time that the American people wake up and realize how much trouble we're actually in. We can't just keep raising our debt ceiling and saying everything's okay. We actually have to get a handle on this problem. Spending more money, taxing people more, is not going to be the answer to this problem.
First of all, whatever you said, the person who said Trump will support or bring in a right-wing Supreme Court justice and overturn everything that the Democrats have done. First of all, D.C., Washington, D.C., the president, the government, they have no rights being in our lives. That should be a state's responsibility, not DC controlling us. And Trump has said that if it were to be overturned, he would hand the authority back over to the states where it belongs. And I agree with that completely, because I feel that if any state at this point in time were to overturn the Gay Marriage Act, or whatever you want to call it, I think that politician, governor, whatever, would be thrown out of office so quickly.
You have to realize that's not going anywhere. Don't worry about that. This election is not about social issues. Trump knows that. Trump has supported homosexuals from early 80s, late 80s. He gave to gay men's health organizations and AIDS research back when it was a gay disease that nobody wanted to be involved with and incorporated with. Trump was doing those things. Trump has helped tremendously, and I don't think that Trump is ever going to take a second look at the gay marriage law. I don't think there's any reason to. Trump knows that.
So I've said this before, and I'll say this again, and I think I'm going to start saying it every scope, if not a couple of times every scope. I'm all for equal rights, gay rights, women rights, equal pay, all of this stuff, but that is not what this country needs right now. We need to get our country under control. We need to take care of the debt. We need to take care of jobs. We need to take care of the unemployment. We need to get people off of welfare. We need to get rid of the illegals in this country that are taking our jobs. We need to stabilize the trade deficit with every country out there. That is what we need right now, because if we continue to piss away our money on making everybody happy and in the end making nobody happy, because you're going to do this for the gays, but then you got to do this for the blacks, but then why don't women get these, and then why do the left-handed people not get these,
and then spending money all over,
and then you got to make rainbows for everybody. And I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. People, there are much bigger issues than if you can not be glared at holding your partner's hand walking down the street. Get over it. If you're in a black neighborhood that hates gay peoples and you have your rainbow hair and nails did, and you're holding hands, of course you're asking for trouble.
Any neighborhood.
I'm just so sick and tired of people not being able to open their eyes and see the real issues that America's facing right now. $21 trillion in debt. Can anybody even comprehend that?
Nobody can comprehend that. That is a massive amount of debt, and the news doesn't even talk about it. They talk about Trump's hands, or they talk about Trump building a wall. They don't talk about what's really needing to be talked about. If you watch Trump's rallies, he explains over and over and over again all the different policies that he wants to enact, or all the different things that he wants to do for this country. Yes, the wall being one of them. But you have to understand that he's saying more than just build a wall. The media will never show you that. The media is not even talking about what the true problems in this country are, and I think it's important that we all wake up and realize what they are. I don't care, if we disagree. If you're a Democrat, I'm a Republican, and I don't care if we disagree about how to get there, but we need to at least understand there are bigger problems here. And Hillary Clinton is not talking about those problems. Donald Trump is talking about those problems. Hillary Clinton is not.
And somebody said it perfectly. Obama put a man in the ladies' restroom. Amazing. What does that accomplish for our country?
Nobody cares we're training poops. Nobody. Zero people. I just think it's important that we focus on real issues. Why? is that blonde woman so hateful? Hillary?
That's all you care about. What's all you care about?
What woman? Exactly what woman? I think Hillary.
Hillary is all about special treatment for minorities. It's ridiculous. And I'm not saying that we can't continue to help take care of countries, but we have to put a limit on it. When we can't even take care of ourselves, that's when you know there's a bigger problem going on.
It's really important to understand. Every single person out there right now knows. Every single person, all 54 of you right now, know one thing for a fact. Whether you can help someone or not, right? Maybe you're not, financially stable enough to give others money. That's fine, that's okay. Okay, but without money, you might not have a house so that, somebody can stay there or, whatever it may be. I mean, money is a huge factor in all of these things, but we all know that you have to help yourself before you can help others. And there's a limit there. If you're overreaching and you're trying to help the world and never doing anything for yourself, you know how detrimental that is to yourself or to your family or to whoever it may be. And we all know that. We all understand that. So why can't we extrapolate that idea and put it on to our whole country dynamic? We are out of control spenders in this country. We have a debt bigger than probably anybody else out there. We don't even understand how to begin to hack away at this debt. We are losing corporations out of this country every single day, and losing jobs, losing what used to make this country great. And now we're filled with, people outside protesting about, protesting, waving the American or the Mexican flag, burning the American flag, and the news is defending it. That's what we're talking about right now. I don't get it. Trump is the answer because Hillary Clinton sure as hell isn't going to fix it. Obama has spent more money than all the other presidents in history combined, and Hillary Clinton is just a duplicate. It's just another Obama. Except maybe worse because she has more connections, I think. I think she has a lot more debts to pay because she's been in the political sphere for 40 years. She has a lot more people to please. And by the way, it's not you and it's not me. It's other countries.
Trump will lose in a landslide. Kansas is not a swing state. Kansas is not a swing state. I don't care what your polls are telling you.
Exactly.
Just look at the rallies.
That guy had a good point. He responded to somebody else and said, "Oh, so you're all for LGBT rights, but then you call them faggots and destroy." Exactly. This is the regressive left we're talking about. It doesn't make any sense to anybody, so don't try to understand it at all.
Trump wants to send soldiers to target oil areas from the Islamic. Why don't we just search the USA? He wants to target the oil fields so that ISIS is cut off from their money supply.
That's probably one of the smartest ways to do it, right? You stop the funding of terrorist organizations, they're not going to be able to build as quickly. They're going to be able to be more manageable. Somebody said, am I ignoring the torture question? No, I'm not ignoring your torture question. Please send it again. I will try to get to it. I did not read it.
Trump's lack of decency will not ultimately cost him. Trump put Pennsylvania into play because of his honesty. And people are waking up to that they don't need to be in a safe space anymore.
If your house is burning on fire thing, okay, it's not at all relevant to that situation, okay? You need to understand the difference. We hear that all the time. One house is burning. You put all the houses out. People are so sick of PC, which is why we love Trump. Exactly. Look at all the conservatives that have been banned on Twitter. Our baby Milo. Milo, where are you? look at all the conservatives that have been banned on Twitter, shutting down freedom of speech. Reed, what do you think of Trump quadrupling down on torture? Okay, first of all, he's talking about he's not torturing Americans, okay? And if you have a problem with how we are going to respond to terrorists, Or what do you want to do? Like just arrest the terrorists and say, oh, it's okay, come over to our prisons, we'll feed you. Like, what do you want to do?
When you're ready to talk, we'll listen.
When you're ready to talk, we'll listen. And oh, we'll just send you to Gitmo, but it's okay. Obama will let you out in 5 years, so it doesn't matter. What do you want us to do? Like, give them a prize or something? No, these are terrorists. Do you understand what they're doing to people outside of this country? Do you understand what kind of unfathomable things they're doing over there? You don't even understand. And if you think waterboarding is so detrimental to even somebody that just, I don't even want to talk about what they do over there, you have a problem. You have a serious emotional problem.
Okay, so Isabel, girl, whatever your name is, you are so high-strung on these precious little polls of yours. Let's look at a couple of different things here. Same time when Reagan was running, he was losing every single poll. He won in a landslide. Correct? Correct. And you're saying that he's putting all of these states that are normally red into the swing state category, which is not true because it has been proven that the media is twisting the polls in favor of Hillary Clinton. Pat Cadell, I think his name is, even came, I know, sweetie, I'm getting to your polls. I got you.
We're almost there. Hang in there.
Yeah, I'm getting to my point.
You pay attention for a little bit longer.
They said the same thing about Romney, and I lost. What did I lose? Anyway, sweetie.
You voted for Obama.
So,
he won.
So Reuters is manipulating their polls to favor Hillary Clinton. And the polls that people take are, they call people that have been lifelong Democrats that have voted in every election, lifelong Republicans that have voted in every election. They don't take into effect the people that were registered as Democrats like myself and have now registered as a Republican. They're not going to call me. They're not going to call first-time voters that are now just registering.
And what I don't
do you know what? Isabel Girl XO, you're a waste of space in the chat. I'm done responding to you.
Okay, what I don't understand is Trump was ahead in all of the averages a week ago. Now, we went on vacation, so it might be a little bit longer than that. A week and a half ago, Trump was averaging, and Trump was winning in the polls, and now a week later, he's losing, and everybody's like, oh, he's done, it's over, it's all done. What about all the polls that he was winning a week ago? I mean, come on, guys. If you want to talk about polls, just let it ride out and let's see what happens.
No lie, I get at least 2 calls a day from pollsters. Look at that, they're calling the same people over and over and over again. They're not asking different people.
Want to know how many times I've been asked for a poll? That was not a female. Wait for the debates and WikiLeaks, exactly. I'm so excited for the debates. I think Trump is going to corner Hillary and make her answer questions that she's has never been able to, or that has never been asked before, because the media is so kind to her. But Trump, I know Trump can't ask her questions, but keep in mind, Trump will corner her. I'm excited. Hopefully she's healthy.
I have friends and families in the swing states. Oh, are they the swing states like Kansas and Georgia now? No, Isabel doesn't find any fault in Hillary. She supports the killing of 4 Benghazi people.
Nobody once ever said all Muslims are terrorists. Nobody once ever said that. Watch what happened at Politic Andy Cohen as Trump winning. Interesting. Real Clear Politics has Hillary up in Georgia. RCP. Real Clear Politics is not a right-wing site. I think they've been actually unbelievably fair. And for a long time, I don't think they like Trump very much. But I think all of their articles, everything that they post has been very balanced, very fair. Some are pro-Hillary, some are pro-Trump.
But exactly, end of the day, polls don't matter right now. Polls are not going to matter until after the debates.
I hope you don't either. Don't trust poll Trump rally. Exactly. Just look at the turnouts. That's all you got to look at. Look at the amount of love and enthusiasm
The
for
people
Donald
that are
Trump,
energized to go out and see him.
and look at the lack of enthusiasm for Hillary Clinton. I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know right there. Just look.
Bye.
See, another tolerant liberal. Couldn't handle the truth. Sucks. Triggered. I think that's what we call triggered.
What about that CIA dude running?
I heard she has like 150 people exactly, and that's stretching it.
Triggered.
And it's like, I think they have an article about how they had to Photoshop Hillary Clinton's rally photo because there weren't enough people in it.
That was awesome.
They are running away, and we're not even doing a call-in, and they're running away. That's impressive. We're getting better.
So I just want to ask all the liberals out there, you don't have to respond, you don't have to do whatever, you can leave halfway through my question, but do you really think Hillary Clinton is touching on the most important things that America needs to be focused on right now? Do you think she is honestly tackling the big picture issues that is going to help America succeed?
RNCID, I want to hear from you. If you don't like Trump so much, which is fine, I can understand somebody not liking Trump. Who do you support? Is it Hillary Clinton?
Team, so are you still voting for Hillary?
She doesn't speak on what's really going on, in my opinion.
Okay, so somebody asked, what are the real issues then? Do you really think equal rights for everybody, which, don't get me wrong, I think is something that this country needs, but I don't think that is going to help our country move forward. I don't think that's going to help our GDP. I don't think that's going to bring jobs back to America. I don't think we need to be granting amnesty to illegals. We need to be kicking them out. Climate control, exactly. Climate control hasn't killed anybody today. ISIS has.
Somebody said gun control. Really? Really? Okay, look at Chicago, run by Democrats for over 50 years. 3,500 murders in 1 year. I'll say it again because it just blows my mind. 3,500 gun-related murders in 1 year. 1 year. Run by Democrats. One of the strictest gun control laws across the country. And you're going to sit here and tell me that we need a nationwide gun control law? Because it's working so well in the areas that already have
One more time, they want you to say it one more time.
3,500 murders in 1 year. Chicago. Gun-free zones, exactly. Soft targets. I mean, if you were somebody that could defend themselves or somebody that couldn't. Duh.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, they get guns across the streets.
We are not in college. We're both college graduates. 24 dead in Chicago this weekend at a concert from tainted weed candy. And that's another thing. Every scope somebody asks, do you think weed should be legalized nationwide? And I don't think that's one of the pressing issues that America needs to tackle right now.
I just want everybody to know. I asked RCV1B, who does he support? And I said it's okay not to like Trump. I just want to know who you support, what's going on. And his response was, I wonder if they have keyboard specially made for Trump so that he can type with his baby hands. Trump, this is what the left does. They don't know how to speak. They don't know how to react. They don't know how to respond. They just spout insults. That's all they got. Exactly. LOL. I saw you, buddy. I know. I got you.
Adrian, I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know if Trump's tax plan covers just married couples or the part partnerships where they're not married. I'm not 100% sure.
Trump's tax plan, if you make $25,000 or less, you don't pay anything in taxes. If you're a married couple and you make under $50,000 or less, you don't pay any taxes.
But he wants to know about a partnership.
Oh,
I don't think we would count because we are in a domestic relationship, but we're not married.
Right. I think
So
you would have to claim taxes as a married couple. I understand it as I would have to look at that.
I think we would have to claim separately. How about changing tax codes so it doesn't matter if you're married or not?
How about changing? Why are we so worried about that? I mean, what's really important is that we, like, marriage is accepted anywhere now, right? So it's not like a big deal. And I don't understand what the problem is. You can file separately even if married. That is true. I like the child care tax deduction. Okay.
Isabel's just trying to get some liberals on here to snap cash her some money.
I think you did a really good job at explaining the child care